What does it mean to be a generous person? Generosity is defined as the spirit and action of freely and frequently giving to others. During this season of giving, as we contemplate our own pledge to the church for the coming year, we're exploring how we've been called to be generous in our lives of faith. How did you learn to be generous? What inspires you to want to give and show that the love of God is in you? Bobby Hall says that after coming back to the Green Bay area following college, she wanted to get more involved with the church. However, she didn't have the finances to be generous in that way. So instead, she gave with her time, volunteering in youth ministry. And that, she says, has had a profound impact on her life. Building relationships with the youth has strengthened her relationship with Christ. Being a part of leading Wednesday night youth group for the past 13 years has made Bobby engage in different aspects of the church and to look at scriptures and songs in a different way. Shirley Shuffleman says her models for generosity were inspired by the Christian belief of her parents and grandparents. She remembers watching them teach Sunday school, sing in the church choir, and work on mission projects, all things she also did later in life. It is always good to give back to God's work on this earth for all the many blessings we have received, she says. It is for this reason that giving is an important part of Shirley's life. Likewise, Lisa Solper has learned to be generous by watching her grandparents helping others in many acts of kindness, whether it was making food, sewing, or anything else that their neighbors needed. Those simple actions have inspired Lisa to do likewise throughout her life. And Ross Early sees his sister Connie as a huge inspiration in his life. He says he's blessed to spend most Sunday mornings assisting Connie with the preparation of her offering envelope. They do this together, with Connie signing her name on the envelope and then proudly putting it into the offering plate. This, Ross says, is important and meaningful to both of them. Generous people typically give more of something, especially money, than is usual or expected. God doesn't want to pressure any of us into being big givers, but to be stewards of what we have. As Paul says in his letter to the Corinthians, give in proportion to what you have. Whatever you give is acceptable if you give it eagerly. And give according to what you have, not what you don't have. If you do this, you will be sharing your gesture of generosity with First Presbyterian Church and God's mission through us.